I've been having problems with this Frigidaire wall unit not cooling, and it wasn't a simple fix, so I wanted to make a video about it. There's little to no information online about this particular model, so I couldn't find a manual to it. The problem is that the compressor wasn't coming on. The first thing I wanted to check was this capacitor right here that powers the compressor. Most of the time this will be your issue, but this capacitor is reading good. It's supposed to be within 5% of 40. The next thing I checked is if the compressor was going to ground, and it wasn't. The next step would be to check your ambient air and your evaporator air sensor and make sure that they're changing. What I did was I dunked them in a glass of cold ice water to see if they were changing ohms, and they were normally, so I eliminated that potential problem. There's a chart online that said that they're supposed to read 10k ohms under normal conditions, and they were changing after that when I put them in cold water. Next thing I checked was the overload relay. So if you go from common from the compressor to RY7 on the board, you should read a closed circuit. So the next thing I wanted to try was to jump out RY7 to eliminate that relay on the board. And when I did that, the compressor came on and started blowing cold, which told me I had proper refrigerant in there. So the problem must have been RY7, that relay on the board. So after a lot of digging and a lot of research, I found this board on eBay to replace it. There's the part number on there. So with the board replaced, compressor kicks on, blows cold. So with RY7 not coming on, the circuit wasn't able to complete, so the compressor would never turn on. That's what the problem was.